Amazon faces a $2.5 billion settlement over alleged Prime membership scandal. But here's where it gets controversial. Amazon is set to pay a staggering $2.5 billion as part of a proposed settlement with the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, following serious accusations that the e-commerce giant enrolled millions of customers into its Prime membership without their explicit consent. Even more troubling, the company allegedly made it intentionally difficult for these customers to cancel their subscriptions once enrolled. Under the terms of the settlement, Amazon will be required to pay a $1 billion civil penalty and return $1.5 billion in refunds to consumers who were negatively impacted by these deceptive enrollment tactics. The FTC has labeled Amazon's practices as unlawful enrollment and cancellation procedures related to Prime memberships. It's estimated that around 35 million consumers were caught up in this alleged scheme, either through unwanted enrollments or through complicated cancellation processes designed to discourage them from leaving. To put this into perspective, the $1.5 billion refund amount is the second largest restitution ever secured by the FTC in its history. So, how will affected customers get their money back? The FTC has outlined that eligible consumers will automatically receive reimbursements of up to $51 within 90 days. This automatic refund applies to those who use fewer than 3 Prime benefits, such as streaming a Prime Video show or listening to Amazon Music, within any 12-month subscription period. For other Prime members, Amazon will send out notices explaining how to file claims, and those customers will have 6 months to submit their requests. To make this process easier, Amazon will provide clear links and notifications on both its website and mobile app, with detailed instructions on how to claim refunds. Interestingly, Amazon has not yet responded publicly to these allegations or the settlement proposal. While Amazon doesn't regularly disclose the exact number of Prime subscribers, research from consumer intelligence research partners indicates that as of the first quarter of 2025, there were approximately 197 million Prime members in the U.S. alone. The FTC's lawsuit, filed in 2023, accused Amazon and several of its executives of deliberately misleading millions of consumers into signing up for Prime, violating both the FTC Act and the Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act, ROSCA. The complaint highlighted how Amazon allegedly designed confusing and deceptive user interfaces that tricked users into enrolling without their clear knowledge. Moreover, the cancellation process was reportedly made so complex and frustrating that many consumers gave up trying to end their subscriptions. Documents uncovered before the trial revealed internal discussions among Amazon executives and employees acknowledging these problematic practices. Some comments were strikingly candid, with phrases like "subscription driving is a bit of a shady world," and describing the tactic of pushing unwanted subscriptions as an unspoken cancer, according to the FTC. FTC Chairman Andrew Ferguson commented on the settlement, saying, "Today, the Trump-Vance FTC made history and secured a record-breaking, monumental win for the millions of Americans who are tired of deceptive subscriptions that feel impossible to cancel." The evidence showed that Amazon used sophisticated subscription traps designed to manipulate consumers into enrolling in Prime, and then made it exceedingly hard for consumers to end their subscription. As part of the settlement, Amazon must overhaul its Prime enrollment and cancellation processes. This includes adding a clear and obvious button that allows customers to decline Prime membership outright. Notably, Amazon will no longer be allowed to use misleading buttons such as "No, I don't want free shipping," which could confuse users into signing up unintentionally. Additionally, Amazon must provide transparent and prominent disclosures about all key terms of Prime during the sign-up process. This means clearly stating the cost, when and how often charges will occur, whether the subscription will auto-renew, and how to cancel. The cancellation process itself must be as straightforward as the enrollment method. ensuring consumers can easily opt out if they choose. To ensure compliance, Amazon is also required to hire an independent third-party supervisor who will oversee the company's adherence to the settlement terms and the distribution of consumer refunds. The FTC has filed this proposed order in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Washington. But here's the part most people miss. Could this settlement actually change how subscription services operate industry-wide? Or is it just a band-aid on a much bigger problem? What do you think? Is Amazon's alleged behavior a sign of a broader issue with subscription traps in the digital economy? Or is this just an isolated case? Do you believe the FTC's settlement is strong enough to protect consumers? Or should there be harsher penalties? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below.